Sorry, guys. uh, there is two videos. Something wrong happened, so I had to redo. I had to redo this. So back to the top. Obviously, we know Jay Z and Beyonce, music royalty individually. They have their own success, huge records. Um, and personally, I was expecting a lot more from this album. It's been a long time with them talking about it, this album coming out. So and now they're on tour, so I was like, definitely expecting, um, I was definitely expecting a way better album, short album, 9 albums. I mean 9 tracks. Um, uh, like I said, I was definitely expecting way more than what we got. Uh, Jay Z and Beyonce, you guys need a way better team, A&R team, or whoever's behind the sounds or concepts and stuff. Because all right, this album sounds dated. This sounds like a mixture of Magna Carta, Jay Z, and Lemonade. I'm not getting nothing new, no new sonics, and mind you, these are one of the top artists of our time. I was really expecting some sort of like thriller. Um, how can I explain it? Like I was expecting like thriller meets like the Supremes, Diana Ross. Like I was really expecting something out this world, and what I really got is some mediocre beats, some okay concepts. You know, you know, um, I think it's 713. He was talking about, uh, was talking about some political stuff and that's going on. But yeah, I mean, and I really didn't get nothing from this album. I can't really like talk about it um, because there's really nothing to talk about. Everyone's talking about ape shit. All right, that's everyone has that sound. Where is the innovation? This is why I want to hear this album. And when I sat back, and it took me some time. I just didn't go off. Oh, I'm gonna hear it once, and no, sat back. Played it for my son, played it for my wife in the house. Just letting it come through. And yeah, my son wasn't dancing. He's my A&R. My son is my A&R. He's my trusted A&R. He has a good track record with me. But now, like even the beginning song, Summer, that's cool. It wasn't that like that oh my God, this is Jay-Z Beyonce. You're supposed to enter that, start the album off right. Like this was one of the wackest tracks, right? Um, you know, I was waiting for that knock, Love Happy, another thing. Like hard drums sounded good, but there's nothing for me. There's nothing I couldn't, Boss, it's okay. I mean, and took some shots at Drake. Beyonce's rapping. But it's not like, oh, Beyonce's rapping. Like, I think the media really overhypes them. I think all the people that get invited to the little Rock Nation party and all that, those are the people that like be critiquing these things, uh, in the media. Oh, Beyonce snapping on rapping, this, that, and the third. These are just people who are cool with them or who are Beyonce, Jay-Z fans. And don't get twisted. I'm a huge Beyonce fan. And I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I love Hove. Dope artist. He when he wants to get on his Jay-Z Hove stuff, his Jigga Man stuff, but it's not here. And like I said in the beginning of this review/reaction, this is a mixture of Magna Carta and Lemonade. Production wise, style wise. I didn't get nothing new out of it. It wasn't nothing where I'm like, oh man, these guys, woof. Did you hear? You heard Friends? Oh man, because they were just nice. Okay, I'm telling you the honest truth. There is nothing here that their albums separately sound way better than this album. You know, like way, way, way better, way better, way better. And I think I might. Yeah, it has to be Lemonade. Has to be Lemonade. All right. So I'm just making sure because I don't want to be wrong how I say it, how this album, where I get this vibe from. All right, yeah. So yeah, it's a dated sound. They're not really bringing nothing new. Uh, they can get any major artist to work with them, and I didn't get nothing. When I say this is supposed to be an album where I could just play for my family and be like, yo, Jay Z, Beyonce, yo, or Beyonce, Jay Z. You're like, Carter's, man. This is something that we could play all day. Like, yo, this is good. And like I said, I didn't get nothing from it where it was just, oh shoot, like memorable lines. Like, I don't want to say a memorable line is Jay-Z getting at Drake. Come on, obviously, what's gonna happen, but what is going on? Like, I didn't get nothing from this album. I'm telling you, I heard it a lot. I heard it since it came out. Then I woke up this morning. I seen it. I got on Apple Music and Spotify. So like, I bet. Let me hear this again. And you can't force good music. You can't force when something sounds good and you're getting a good message out of it. You're enjoying it. You can't force that. It's just something that has to be already. Like, you have to receive it. Like, oh man, this is great. But yeah, man. Personally, this is a lackluster album. This is a bad, very, very bad way to, for the fans of Jay-Z and Beyonce, who were kind of waiting for this power album. Like, this is supposed to be the power album for Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is supposed to be the album. This is, they have the tour. Now this is supposed to be the album. And personally, man, this is not what I expected. I'm kind of disappointed, very disappointed behind this album. Yeah, you guys need a better team. You guys need a way, and I know you guys probably did not knock this out in a few days, like how Kanye did with all these other albums. I know you guys took your time, go back and forth, y'all listening to it, but y'all need some better people around y'all, for real. Like, real people, not your friends, the people that's around you. No, like real people, because this is unacceptable. This is incomplete album to me. This is an incomplete album. This was done real quick. This doesn't sound like you guys took your time, and I know you guys took your time to make this because both of you guys are like strategists, man, incomplete album, not feeling it, could do way better on both performances. Jay-Z, Beyonce's rapping is not all that hot either. Like, when I hear a female vocalist, I want to hear that early Little Kim. When I hear that female, I want to hear that Nicki Minaj. When I hear female vocalists, I hear Lauryn Hill. That's my point of reference of female vocalists. That's where I'm coming at it. When you spitting that Yamin, that's what I want to hear. She's delivering, but it's not the delivery that's gonna bring her to that upper echelons of rap. And we was like, oh, was she not a rapper? But her husband's Jay-Z. All right, like, coach her, make her sound like, yeah, she's ready. I mean, and maybe the second album might be better. But this one, incomplete album. Really didn't enjoy it. I really wanted to enjoy it. When I heard it, I was down. I was like, because I come from a school that, you know, when you put out these type of albums, they're supposed to just be like big, stadium, you know. But it sounds like a mixtape. It don't sound like an album. There we go. It's not an incomplete album. We're gonna call this a Jay-Z Beyonce mixtape. This is a mixtape. This is not an album. This is a good mixtape. You know, like I said, I was expecting way more. Expecting way more. This is a mixtape. This is a Jay-Z Beyonce mixtape. This is not a Jay-Z Beyonce album. All their sounds, all their sonics, we already heard these sonics already. The concepts, they're all right. They're all right. It's not what I was really expecting, man, for real. I was expecting way more from this album. I was expecting, how can I say it? Like they come from that soul. They come from that soul. You get what I'm saying? Jay-Z comes from that 70s era. Beyonce, you know, like it's not what it's a lot of hype. It's a lot of hype. In all reality, it's a lot of hype. It's a mixtape. It's not an album. And I'm a fan, so don't be like, oh, I see in your last things you love Kanye and Nas. Yeah, I love Kanye and Nas, and they brought it to they brought it out. They brought Kids See Ghosts and all that. They brought that shit out. This is, you know, they're saying Watch the Throne. This is not Watch the Throne. This is not Watch the Throne. I am telling you, I am fucking disappointed. I was expecting to hear some Ain't No Mountain High Enough, some like next level for the people. You know what I mean? For hip hop, for R&B, for soul. I thought I was gonna get something out of it, but I didn't get that. To be honest, like, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's put aside Jay-Z and Beyonce, the mega icons. That's what I do when I rate these albums. I don't put the whole mega icon past. I rate them as new artists. Anyone that I have in these reviews, I rate them as new artists. Because when you put out a new body of work, that's a new light of how you are. So this is not something for me that I take lightly, because they're molding the next 10 to 20 years of music. And when they go back to this album, they be like, yo, this is the card. This is the representation of this man's last name. Man, this is all off. Y'all need Jay-Z and Beyonce. I know you're watching this. I know you're going to get out of my head for this, but y'all need way better new musical team, because this is not it. Cool and Dre dropped the ball on this one. They could have. It's good photo ops. Like I said, it's great marketing, but it's not the deliverable album and expectation that all Jay-Z and Beyonce fans want. Ape shit? Come on. Are you serious? That's cool. It's gonna play in the club. It's gonna play in the club. But for how long? This ain't Jay-Z's whole 8-12 summers. Remember, Jay-Z talking about the summertime. This ain't it. So I'm gonna leave it like that. It's a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixtape. It's not an album. It's incomplete in regards to concepts. You know, it could have been way better. Way better, man. Like I said, no disrespect to Jay-Z and Beyonce. They're still great artists. They're still going to go on tour, make millions of dollars and all that. But in regards to this music stuff that we go hard in the studio, nah, that's not it. Incomplete album. I call it a mixtape. That's my review. Leave a comment, like it, share it as much as you could, because I'm the only one that's going to give it a real reaction. Everyone else is going to just be a fan. Oh, my God. No, not it. Sorry. Coming back again.